right? And I would say, because there is no negative marking, so even if you have, let's say, 5 minutes at the end, put whatever you feel is the answer, so that if it is right, you will get some marks out of it. Correct? Yes, level will be around J means. Level will be around J means. Okay. Are there multiple sets or only one set? There are multiple sets. There are multiple sets. The total number of questions can also vary. It can also vary. So I think you can expect around 20 questions, 20, 30 questions. Right. So spelling mistake in what? In the answer. As I said, you cannot make any spelling mistakes or spaces mistakes here, because there is a computer that will check your exam. So if it expects answer should be 12, it should be 12 only. If you write, let's say, 12.0, it will give you 0 marks. If you write, let's say, this 12, if you write this, again 0 marks. You have to just put in this value. You have just put in this value. Okay, so please be very mindful of this. All right. Okay. Any doubts here, guys? Now, any more doubts here? Questions will not be lengthy. Yes, all answers will be numerical answers. Decimal answers can be there. Now, let's say, if it says, let's say, I get my answer as 12 point, let's say I get my answer as 12.85. Okay. So now it will ask you, it may ask you to round off, to, let's say, only one decimal place. So these all things will be given in the exam paper, right? So you will have to return, let's say, 12.9 in this case. Okay. Can we edit our answer? No. Once you submit, you cannot edit it. Yes, case sensitive as well. It is sensitive, case sensitive as well. Yes, Keshav, you were given exam in March, you can give again in April as well. There will be no symbol you have to type. Simple keyboard like 1, 2, 3, 4, you will just have to type in digits, not any other thing. Okay. How many people get selected? So Manuel, last time around 400 people get selected, but this time number can decrease or increase depending on how many good students we get. Okay. Chalo. Now let's move to these individual sections, right? So now we are clear that exam will be of 100 marks, right? Two sections will be there: logical reasoning and mathematics. Two sections, right? So let's see what all can come in each of these sections, right? So logical reasoning, guys. In logical reasoning, we have these topics. We have these 17 topics. We have these 17 topics. Correct? So if I see these topics are not very difficult, what do you guys think? Are these topics difficult? Yes or no? Are these topics difficult? They're simple, very easy topics. They're very easy topics, right? If you see series and blood relation, sitting arrangement, direction sense, pie charts, coding, decoding, these are logical aptitude based questions, right? So if I were at your place, I wouldn't spend a lot of time on this section, right? So if I want, let's say, if I want to study some of the concepts, revise some of the concepts, now from which place I can revise? From which place I can revise? So I would suggest you, there is a book called Arun Sharma. There's a Arun Sharma's book for aptitude and logical reasoning. Like this book is especially for CAT. CAT is for MBA, right? So if you just find this book on the internet and you go to each and topic, every topic one by one, it won't take much time. It won't take much time. Okay. This section is very, very easy. It is very, very easy as compared to the other section. Yes, this book will be enough. So I would say this would be enough. Would be enough to learn and revise concepts. To learn and revise concepts. Okay. Okay. Sir, notes for using. I'll come to notes part as well. Yes, it will be numerical. It will be numerical. Okay. Chalo. I think everyone's clear with the logical reasoning section. We will have these 17 topics, very, very easy topics. To study any topic, you can go to Arun Sharma book and you can study that. Won't take much time. Okay. Now, we'll come to the next part, that is the math section. So, logical reasoning will have how many marks, guys? It will have 45 marks in the actual exam. 45 marks. And maths will have 55 marks. 55 marks, right? Now, in this math section, we have only these 6 topics. We have only these 6 topics, right? Out of these 6, if you ask me, 2 are very, very important. What are those 2? One is this prob and stats, and one is this PNC. So if you have less time, I will urge you to focus just on these 2 topics, that is PNC and prob and stats, because majority of the exam will be based on these 2 topics, right? And if you look at other topics, that is sets, Venn diagrams, I think it is very easy concept. Venn diagrams, yes. Ratio and proportion, this you might have, or I think this you must have covered in your earlier classes, like class 6th or 7th. Ratio and proportion, very easy topic. Then number theory. Now, what is number theory? Number theory is the knowledge about GCD, HCF, that is HCF, right? LCM, knowledge about remainders. All of that stuff will come under number theory, right? I think this also everyone knows, exponential logarithms, that we have something called log. You must have done this if you studied for JEE, right? Or for boards as well, log, exponentials, right? So if you have less time, I would urge you to focus only on these 2 topics, that is prob and stats and PNC. Okay. After this, the next important topic is number theory. This is, I would say, P0. First, you have to study this, then this is P1. Then come to this, number theory, right? Right. Now, the question is, how do we prepare for this? How do we prepare for math section? So, I would say, for this math section, if we have prep for JEE mains, if you have done prep for JEE mains math section, right? If you have done prep for JEE mains math section, right? That prep would be enough. That prep would be enough. That prep would be enough. Okay. You need not prepare anything else apart from that for NSET. Right? These topics you will already do from this part. Right? This, I think you must already know these topics. Okay. I think one topic is that I feel everyone struggles, that is in number theory. I think GCD, LCM, everyone is able to do. I think people struggle most in this remainder topic. Right? And a lot of questions are being asked on this topic, remainders. Okay, modulus, yes. So what I'm planning is today we'll cover these questions so that you are pretty sure that you will solve this in the actual exam as well. We'll pick some previous year problems and we'll discuss that how we can solve it optimally. Okay. From where should we practice math questions? So I would suggest you can do 2 things. So previous year JEE mains questions, for this probability and PNC, and you can do previous year NSET questions, for PNC and this prob and stats. Yes, Deepak, difficulty will be similar to mock test. Sir, without any fees, can I give April paper? No, Ayan, you have to give a registration fees to appear for the exam. Like it happens for every exam, right? If you want to give JEE, BITSAT, anything, you need to register for it. Where we can get, yes, I'll come to that. Where you can get the previous year questions, I'll come to that. Yes, Yash has asked a very good question. Sir, if I get very good marks in LR, but I don't score well in maths, then will I be selected? Will I be considered? So the answer is, there is no section wise cutoff. There is no section wise cutoff like what happened in JEE Advanced. So that doesn't happen here. So let's say in the exam, in LR, let's say in LR you got 45 marks. You got 45 in LR and 0 in maths. So you got 45 in LR and 0 in maths. Right? So your total score became 45. Total is 45. Let's say now the cutoff is, let's say, 30%. Now your score is above the cutoff, so you are selected for the interviews. Right? So there is no section wise cutoff. You just have to clear the overall cutoff. Is that clear to everyone? Yes. Okay. Where we can get PYQ for NSET questions. So I'll come to that when I'll come to the Q&A part. I'll cover that in the Q&A part where you can get that. Okay. So let's start with some problem solving now. Right? Let's start with some problem solving. Let's learn something new that will be helpful for you in the exam. Okay. So let's start. So guys, let's say if I write 27 by 5. If I do 27 by 5, I will get two things. One is the quotient and one is the remainder. Right? So can anyone tell me what will be the quotient in this case? What will be the quotient in this case? It will be 5. Quotient will be 5. And what will be the remainder? Remainder will be 2. Remainder will be 2, right? So how we can find this? If you simply divide. I hope everyone knows how to divide. Right? So if we see, this thing is called quotient and this thing is called remainder. This thing is called remainder. Yes? Yes. Let's do one more. Let's say we have 17 and I divide it by, let's say, 4. Guys, what will be the quotient and remainder in this case? 17 by 4. Quotient will be 4, yes. And remainder will be 1. Yes. Great. Okay. Now guys, there is an operator. Let's say if I do 17 plus 4, I will get 21. If I do 17 minus 4, I will get 13. If I do 17 multiply 4, what I will get? I will get 68. If I do 17 divide by 4, I will get 4 point something. Yes. Now, if I do 17 modulo 4, 17 mod 4. Now guys, what is this operator? What is this operator? What is this operator? What is this? This is the modulo operator. This is the modulo operator. What does it give us? What does it give us? It gives the remainder. It gives us the remainder. It gives us the remainder. So guys, what will be 17 mod 4? What will be 17 mod 4? It will be 1. It will be 1. Yes, because we have seen we will get remainder as 1 here. Okay, great. Guys, what will be 16 mod 4? 16 mod 4 will be 0. Yes, great, great. What will be 25 mod 7? 25 mod 7? Yes, it will be 4. Yes, it will be 4. Correct, correct, correct. Okay, okay. Now let me ask you one more thing. Let me ask you one more thing. Let's say I have any number A here. If I take a modulo with, let's say, 7, what are the possible answers that I can get? What are the possible answers can I get? Is it possible to get the answer as 0? Yes or no? Can I get my answer as 0? Yes, because 7 mod 7 is 0. 14 mod 7 is 0. 21 mod 7 is 0, right? So I can get 0 as my answer. Okay. So let's do one thing. So let's say I have a here. Let's see what will be the value of a mod 7. Let's say I have 7 here, 8 here, 9 here, 10 here, 11 here, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So guys, what will be 7 mod 7? It will be 0. It will be 0. What will be 8 mod 7, guys? 8 mod 7? 1 will be 1. Then 9 mod 7 will be 2. 10 mod 7 will be 3. 11 mod 7 will be 4. 12 mod 7 will be 5. 13 mod 7 will be 6. Now guys, what will be 14 mod 7? Will again become 0. Yes. What is 15 mod 7? Again 1, again 2. So as we can see, what is happening? This sequence will repeat. Yes or no? This pattern will repeat again and again. Yes. So I can say that if I divide anything with 7, the remainder can be anything from 0 to 7. Anything from 0 to 7. Sorry, from 0 to 6. From 0 to 6. These are my possible remainders. Yes. Let's generalize this. Let's say if I do a mod b, my remainder will always lie in the range of 0 to how much? 0 to b minus 1. 0 to b minus 1. 0 to b minus 1. Correct? Is it clear to everyone? Till this point, is everyone clear? That why is it b minus 1, not b? Yes. Great. Okay. Now, let me cover some important rules. That you need to always remember while working with remainders. Okay. So, the first rule is for addition. It is for addition. Okay. So, let's say if I have two numbers, I have A1 and A2. If I add them and then I take a mod, let's say mod m, it is equal to what I can do. I can send this mod inside with both the terms. So I can do A1 mod m plus A2 mod m and then whole mod m. Right. So what I've done, I've sent this mod with both the terms to both the terms and again taken the mod. Yes. So what do I mean by this? Let's take an example. Let's say I have these numbers. Okay, I have these two big numbers, right? I have to find this value. Okay, so question is that I have this term, divide this term by 2 and find the remainder. So guys, what will be the answer for this? Yes, you guys are correct. Okay. So one way to solve is what? One way is to solve it that first you find this sum. Then do a mod 2. Then divide by 2 and see what it is. Another way is that you can send this mod sign inside with both the terms individually. So I will write like 100100125 modulo 2 plus this term 10002567810 modulo 2 and then whole modulo 2. Okay. Now guys, what we will get from here? It is an odd number. So remainder will be 1. This thing is an even number. So remainder will be 0. So 1 mod 2 will be equal to 1 only. 1 mod 2 will be equal to 1 only. Right? Clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone that how did we get the answer as 1 here? Yes. Right. Okay. One more thing, guys. Tell me this thing. I've written the answer from 7 onwards. Let's say if I write like this, that my A is 0, 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6, and I want to find A mod 7. So guys, what will be 0 mod 7? What will be 0 mod 7? It will be 0. What will be 1 mod 7? Again 1. What will be 2 mod 7? 2 only. 3 mod 7, 3. 4 mod 7, 4. 5 mod 7, 5. 6 mod 7, 6. Right? So can I say that if I'm doing A mod 7, so if A is already less than 7, then my answer will be A only. My answer will be A only. Yes or no? If A is less than 7, then that will be my answer only. Yes. Yes. So similarly, if you see here, this 1 is smaller than 2, so we can directly write 1 will be the answer. 1 will be the answer. Right? Now, the great part is that we can even extend this formula for multiple terms. So let's say I have a lot of terms here. Let's say A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 till let's say A of n. Some n terms are here. And then I do a mod n. Now we can do the same task, that instead of finding this sum first and then take mod, what we can do, we can send this mod m to each and individual term inside, right? And then evaluate. So what it will look like, it will be A1 mod m plus A2 mod m plus A3 mod m and so on till An mod m, and then do a whole mod m, right? Let's see an example. Let's say I have this series 1 plus, let's say 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, 7 plus 8. Okay. And I want to do a mod, let's say 1. So guys, what will be the answer for this? Let's even make the terms much more bigger. Let's say we have these terms 476, 116, 79, 18, 31, 15. The answer will be 0, always 0. Why? Because we can always send this term inside to each and every individual term. And guys, tell me, what will happen here? 15 mod 1 plus this thing mod 1. So guys, anything mod 1 is always 0. Yes or no? Anything mod 1 will always be 0 only. Yes. So they all will become 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Right? And if I add all the zeros, I will get 0 only. I will get 0 only. Yes. Let's see one more example. Let's say we have this 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus, or let's make this 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12 plus 14. Okay, let's say this is still 10 to the power 10, a very big number. And I do a mod 2. Guys, what will be the answer? Will it again be 0? It will again be 0 because if I send mod 2 inside with each and every term is 0 only. So I will get 0 is the answer. I will get 0 is the answer. Yes. Clear to everyone? Is this clear to everyone? Yes. So I hope everyone is comfortable with this rule of addition, that how we can apply this, Yes. Yes. So let's move forward. Now, similar to addition, we have one more rule for multiplication. The exact same rule. Let's say if I have two terms, A1 into A2, and I want to do mod m at the end. What I can do? Again, I can send this mod m inside with each and every term. Okay, so it will be equal to A1 mod m, right, into A2 mod m and whole mod m. right? So Lakshya, I agree that this looks like the percentage sign. It is that only. So whether it is percentage or mod, it will be given in the question. It will be clearly given in the question that it is mod or it is percentage. Okay. Okay. So let's take an example. Let's say I have this thing 125681000. Okay. I want to do a mod 2 here. Guys, what will be the answer? The answer will be 0. The answer will be 0. Because if I send this inside here, this term mod 2 will be 0, and anything that comes after it doesn't matter, it will always be 0 only. It will always be 0 only. Correct? Let's take some more examples. Okay. So let's say I have this. So I have 1 factorial into, or let me take something simpler first. Let's say I have to do 1000 factorial modulo 15. Now guys, what is 1000 factorial? It will be equal to this 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6 till 1000. Now if I do this modulo 15, guys, what will be my overall remainder? It will again be 0. It will again be 0. Yes, because I'm sure that there will be a term that is 15 that will come in between, and that will make everything 0. That will make everything 0. Yes. So similar to sum, we can extend the formula here as well for multiple terms. So I'll just copy this. So we can use the same formula here as well. So what will change? Instead of plus, we will have multiply this time. We will have multiply this time. Just multiply. Same formula. The same formula. Right? Right. Now let's solve a question from the previous year. So this question appeared in the previous year. Let's solve that. So question was something like this. That 1 factorial plus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial plus 4 factorial plus 5 factorial and so on till 1000 factorial. And mod, let's say 4. So Yashwant, this comes under the number theory part. Yes, you will get the PDF of this. So PDF will be available for these notes after this session. Okay. Okay. So this time is the answer 0. So people are writing the answer as 6 and 7. Guys, is it possible that the answer is 6 or 7? Is it even possible without, let's see, if I completely ignore this and just look at here, is it possible the answer can be 6 or 7? Not possible, right? Because it is mod 4. The possible answers are only this 0, 1, 2, 3. Only 4 possible answers are there. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So guys, tell me first thing. All the terms from here will be 0. Yes or no? Yes. All these terms will be 0 after the 4. Because 4 will be present here in each and every term. That will make the modulo 0. So it means I just need to focus on these 3 terms. First 3 terms. Correct? These all are 0. All 0. So let's focus on just first 3 terms. So what is 1 factorial? It is just 1. What is 2 factorial? 2. What is 3 factorial? 6 mod 4. So we can send this inside as well. So 1 plus 2 plus this will be again 2. This is pretty small sum. We can find this very easily. This is nothing but 5 mod 4, we will get 1. We'll get 1 as the answer. Right? This is how we can solve this complex looking question in a very simple way. In a very simple way. Easy, right? Very easy. Just need to apply the formulas correctly. Yes. Are there further dates? Yes. Further dates will be added pretty soon. How many marks for this question? So I think this question can be asked either for 3 or 4 marks. This will come in kind of easy medium category. Easy medium category question. Okay, so it can be 3 or 4 marks. Okay. Great. Great. Chalo, let's solve some more. Let's solve some more. So let's say I have this 1 factorial into 2 factorial into 3 factorial into 4 factorial into 5 factorial till, let's say, a very big number factorial. Okay. And let's say we do a mod 8. 0, before telling as you said, the answer is 0, right? Because 8 will surely appear here in between. So the answer will be 0. Answer will be 0. Great. Yes, this can come in logical maths. This can come in maths as well. So where it can come, I'll tell you. So if I look at syllabus, so it can come. Here do we have remainders? Here we don't have remainders now. So it will not come here. It will not come here. Just a second. Okay, it's dead. Just give me 2 minutes, it will be fine. Okay, so it will not come in LR, it will come in math section. So in maths, it will come under number theory. It will come under number theory. So I have to repeat the modulo in the last again. Repeat the modulo, yes. Again, modulo needs to be done at the last. Okay. Yes, so Yashwant has shared the PDF for the book. You guys can refer to that. I'll pin that message. You can refer to that as well. Okay. Yes, Suraj, you can do that. But my lectures are not complete. So I'll share a very good resource at the end. I'll show a very good resource at the end. Okay. The PDF notes, you will get the PDF notes after this. Interview will come to interview. I'll come to interview as well. Okay. Let's solve more questions. Let's solve more questions. We'll come to your questions. I'll come to your questions. Okay. Okay. Now, there is one more rule for subtraction. We have done multiplication, we have done addition. Now, there is one more rule for subtraction. The last rule that we have to cover, subtraction rule. The subtraction rule. This is a little bit tricky, so let's focus on this. So let's say we have two terms, a1 minus a2 mod m. So again, the same thing. Again, the same thing, that send this mod term inside. Send this mod term inside with each and every term. So a1 mod m minus a2 mod m. Okay. Once we have done this, okay, then do a mod m here, right? But there is one more step. Till this point, it's fine, right? But there is one more important last step, that is you have to do a plus m here and again do a mod m. So in this part should be clear to everyone. This part same as other formulas, but in subtraction there is one more thing. Do a plus m and again do a mod. Damn, why? This may look tricky, but I'll come to this. So let's focus first on this. Okay. So let's say I have 17 and I have minus 8 here. Okay. And I want to do mod 10. Now, if I simply apply this formula, what will happen? I will send this mod 10 inside. Right? And again mod 10. Now, if we see this will become 7. 7, this will become 8. Mod 10. So this will give me minus 1 mod 10. And we have just discussed, if this number a is less than this number b. So that will be my answer. So I will get -1 as the answer. But guys, if we are dividing something by 10, the remainder can only lie from 0 to 9. 0 to 9. So how come it is less than 0? How come it is less than 0? Right? So there comes a concept of negative remainders. There comes a concept of negative remainders. Right? Okay. So guys, if you see, so let's say I have these terms. Let's say I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say I have here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then it's a 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, right? Let's say if I do mod 5, guys. If I do mod 5, these are my numbers A. If I do A mod 5, will they all give me remainder 0? Will they all give me remainder 0? Yes or no? If I do a mod 5 here, will they all give me 1? Will they all give me 1? Yes. If I do a remainder, like if I do a mod 5 here, again I will get same values for these. Again, same for these values and same for these values as well. Right? If I write the series in the continue the series, this will be -4, -3, -2. I've done something wrong. -5 it should come. So -5, -4, -3, -2, -1. And I have numbers like here -10, minus, so -6 will come here, -7 here, -8 here, -9 here. Correct. Now guys, this first row will have remainder 0. Yes. This second row will have remainder equal to 1. This second row will have remainder equal to 2. This fourth row will have remainder equal to 3. And this will have remainder equal to 4. Yes. So guys, tell me, let's say if I was at 0 and if I add 5 here, will the remainder change? Will the remainder change? Yes or no? If I do a +5, will the remainder change? If I again do +5, will the remainder change? If I again do +5, will the remainder change? No. If I keep on adding, let's say if I have A mod B, so can I say this will be equal to A plus B mod B as well? Will this thing be true? Yes or no? Will this thing be true? Yes or no? So even if we get a negative number, if we do the plus of mod with that, I think we can get an answer. If I let's say get -4, I know answer cannot be -4. I need to do a +5 in that. I will reach here, make it positive. Now this is less than 5. This will be my answer. Yes. So if you see here, I have got -1 as the answer. Now to get the correct value, I need to do a +m so that it never exceeds, so that it is never negative and always in the range from 0 to m-1. And last again do mod. Okay, got it? So even by chance you get a negative remainder, we know that we must make it positive. So just add this with this 10, whatever you have in the after mod. So this will become 9. This will become 9. Clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Great. Let's see this. Let's say we have this 2 -5 -7 -3 mod, let's say 10. So what will be the answer for this? What will be the answer for this? Three people are saying 3. Let's figure out. So again, we can send this mod sign inside with each and every term. So let's do that. So I think even if we send this, numbers will remain same. So let's simply do the calculation. So it will be 2 minus 12 minus 3 minus 15 mod 10. So I will get minus 3 mod 10, which will give me minus 3 mod 10. But guys, can answer be less than 0? Can answer be negative? Right? So we'll get minus 3 from here, but we need to do a plus 10 to make it positive again. So we'll get 7 as the answer. We'll get 7 as the answer. Yes. As someone said, thala for a reason, we'll get 7 as an answer. Yes. So if we get negative number at the end, just add the mod. Add this m value. Just add this m value. Okay. Great. Great. Chalo, let's solve one more question. Let's solve one more question. Let's say we have this 1 factorial minus 2 factorial plus 3 factorial minus 4 factorial plus 5 factorial minus 6 factorial plus 7 factorial and so on. Let's say till infinity. And let's say we have mod 1 here. 0 is the answer. 0 is the answer, right? Because every term will be 0 only. Be 0 only. Correct, correct. Let's change this. Let's make this, let's say 1000. And let's make this thing, let's say 6. Mod 6. Deepak, recording will be available. Recording will be available. Don't worry. Okay. Divide by 6. Okay. Guys, tell me. From this 6 factorial, will all terms be 0? Will they all be 0? Yes or no? People saying 5 is the answer. We'll verify that. So I think they all will be 0. These all terms will be 0. Yes. But I can say all terms from here will be 0 as well. They all will be 0. Why? Yes, they all will be 0 because 3 factorial is 6. So it has 6 in so 3 factorial is 6. 4 factorial is 3 factorial into 4, which is 6 into 4. So it will also have 6. It will also have 6. It will also have 6. So all of them will be 0. So they all became 0. Just have to focus on these first two terms. So which is 1 minus 2 mod 6, which will be minus 1 mod 6, which will be minus 1. But we know minus 1 cannot be the answer. So do a plus of the number that is in the denominator, that is 6. So do a plus 6 here. We'll get 5 as the answer. We'll get 5 as the answer. Yes. Clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Yes. Great. Now let's solve one previous year question that has appeared a lot of times. Okay. So I'll just open that. Just a second. Yes, the question is here. So question is, if we multiply first 1000 prime numbers, right, and whatever we get from here, and then we subtract this result with 37, and then again multiply this result with 5. and last is divide this result with 19. 19. Then question is, what will be the remainder? Right? So this is the question. Okay. So let's go step by step. Okay. So guys, first of all, tell me, it is asking the remainder. It is asking me remainder, right? And at the last, I'm dividing something by 19. So I will do some operations and I will do mod 19 at the end. So guys, what can be my possible answers? What can be my possible answers? It can be from 0 to 18, 0 to 18, correct? So even if I have less time available with me and I want to say I'm तुक्का मारना मुझे, so what I will do? What I will do in this case? I'll simply put any value between this so that, so let's say I'm just making guesses, right? And I put 220. Now I'm pretty sure this 220 cannot be the answer. Not a smart guess. Even if you want to make a guess, you should make a guess in this range. Correct? Chalo, let's see how we can solve this. This may look a little tricky, but this question is very, very simple. Let's go step by step. If we multiply first 1000 prime numbers, okay, let's call this M first of all. M is this product, that 2 into 3 into 5 into 7 into 11 into 13 and so on. This is 1000 prime numbers, first 1000 prime numbers, right? Okay. If we multiply this, so this thing is M, and then subtract it with 37. So we have to do M minus 37 and then again multiply this result with 5. So this thing into 5 and then divide the result with 19. Find the remainder. So we have to find this thing, mod 19. Okay. So guys, is the question clear to everyone? So we have to kind of find this value. We have to find this value. Yes. This product minus 37, this thing into 5 mod 19. Is the question clear to everyone? Yes or no? Yes, great. Now as we have discussed, we can send this mod 19 everywhere with each and every term. With each and every term we can send it. Correct? Okay. Now guys, tell me, what will be this M mod 19? What will be M mod 19? What will be M mod 19? It will be 0. Why it will be 0? Because 19 will appear here. 19 will appear here, it will make it 0. So it will be left with minus 37 into 5 mod 19. Very easy to solve. Very easy to solve. Let's send this inside here as well, here as well. We'll get here as minus 18 into, this will be 5 only. Yes. What is 18 into 5? It is 90. This will become minus 90 mod 19. Yes. Can you tell me the answer for this? In negative, what will we get? Let's do that. 90, 19. What is 5? 5 is 95, right? So I think it will be something like 4 here. 19 4 is 76. So we'll get 14 here. Okay. So we'll get minus 14 here. We'll get minus 14. But guys, tell me, can this negative number be the answer? Can this be the answer? No. As you guys are saying, we have to do a plus 19 at the end. Plus 19 to get the final answer. So we'll say answer is 15. Sorry, answer is 5. Answer is 5. Answer is 5. Yes. Clear to everyone? Is this clear to everyone? So this question can be surely of 4 or 5 marks. Will be in the medium or the hard category, 4 or 5 marks for this question. Okay, because it looks tricky when we read it, right? We are doing so many operations. Okay, clear to everyone? Is this clear to everyone? Yes, good question. Yeah. Okay. There is one more pattern which I often see repeating. So let's discuss that as well. So how many of you know about NCR, guys? NCR. Does everyone know about NCR? Yes. It is nothing but n factorial divided by r factorial divided by n minus r factorial. It again start working, just a second. Okay. So everyone knows it in binomial permutation combination, right? Right. So it is this thing into n minus r factorial. Yes. Okay. Okay. So let me give you a question on this. So question is, let's say we have 100 C 50 into 50 factorial. Okay. If I divide this thing, if I divide this with, let's say, okay, let me see, one second. So if I divide this with 50 factorial, what remainder I will get? What remainder I will get here in this case? Will we get 0 in this case? Or to be like, make it more simple, we can have this also. So guys, first of all, tell me what will be the answer for this. Answer for this, it will be 0, because 50 will come in this 50 factorial, it will make it 0, everything 0. Great. But let's say we don't have this, we just have this. Now people are saying answer is 0. Can you even tell why the answer is 0? Why the answer is 0? Okay. So guys, this thing is 50 factorial. This thing is 50 factorial. Not 50. It is 50 factorial. This we can write as 100 factorial divided by 50 factorial by 50 factorial. Yes. So, okay, I think I've written the question wrong. Question should be, just a second. Let me check the question. Just give me a second. Yes, not. Yeah. The question is, that's why we have this 100C50 into 50 factorial. Okay. Let's say we have this number. Let's say we have this number and we divide it. We divide, let's say 10 factorial. What will be the answer for this, guys? Answer for this. Again, it will be 0. Because of this, we have this 50 factorial in this term. So 10 factorial is present already in this, so it will make this term 0. It will make this term 0. It will make this term 0. Okay, let's do one more on this. Let's say we have 20C5, okay, and we, let's say, mod it with 15 factorial. What it will be equal to? Yes, Piyush, Arun Sharma book will be enough. Again, will the answer be 0? Are you sure, guys? Will it be 0? Let's see what we will get. If we open this term, we will have 20 factorial divided by 5 factorial, correct? Divided by 5 factorial by 15 factorial, right? This mod 15 factorial. So guys, have we done any formula for division? Can we send this inside? Yes or no? Have we done any formula for division? Can we send this inside? No, we cannot send this inside because there is no formula for division. We just have formulas for multiplication and addition and subtraction. So we cannot send this inside. Okay, so we have to simplify this. Simplify this. So we can simplify these two terms. We simplify these two terms. So above term will become what? It will become 20 into 19 into 18 into 17 into 16 divided by 5 factorial. 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. Now I have to do some cancellation. So 5 into 4, this is removed. 3 into 6, this is also removed. 2, 1 and 8. Okay. And I have to do a 15 factorial at the end with mod 15 factorial. Okay. So now guys, tell me, will this term be bigger? This T1 is bigger or this T2 is bigger? Out of these two, which one is bigger? This inner part is bigger or the outer part? So we have this T1, this is T2. So in this, if we see, this T2 is bigger, it is more than this inner term. So can we say, we can remove this mod? We can remove this mod, yes or no? And the answer will be 19 into 6 into 17 into 18. Right? This will be our final answer, whatever we get after calculating. Yes. So it is possible that answer is not always 0. So you may need to solve it as well. People are saying how answer is this? So let me repeat. Answer will be 15504. Okay. So who asked what is the answer? Okay. Pratyaksh, are you clear with this part? That how did we solve this? How did we solve this thing from here to here? Do you know how to solve this from here to here? Yes. So if we solve this, we will get this thing. Yes. Now I am saying that this is like mod of 15 factorial, not 15 factorial. Yes. It is mod 15 factorial. Correct. So tell me, we have just studied that. Let's say if I do A mod B and this term B is bigger. If this term B is bigger, I can simply say A will be my answer. Yes, understood. Simple example like 2 mod 5 is just 2 only. Right? So to trick you, they could give you like a very big number as well. Let's say this factorial. Again, the answer will be same. Again, the answer will be same only. Correct? Is it clear to everyone? Why do we need a comma? So if anyone of you has a doubt in this, please raise your hand. If anyone has any doubt, please raise your hand. Okay, Nitin has raised hand. So let's take Nitin's doubt.
So,
Yes. So Nitin, like I'll go step by step. So do you know we can write this 20C5 like this?
yes, sir.
Yes. And if we want to simplify this, we can do this cancellation to reach this step. Yes. And if we go from here to here, I think that's also fine.
Yes, sir. Till here it's clear.
Yeah, right. So this time we get 15504, right? And I do 15 factorial.
Correct.
Now, by a guess, can you tell me, will this term be smaller or bigger than this 15504?
Sir, larger.
I'll write it like 1
Okay,
into
right,
2
right.
into,
If it is larger, it's the same number will be remainder. Got it, sir.
right? So it is larger as compared to this number. So this number will stay as the answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, most welcome. Now is it clear to everyone? Now is it clear to everyone? Arc, Lakshay, is it clear? Yes, great. Sir, 155 twice, only this. No comma in between. Please make sure you don't put any comma in your answer. Right? Whatever is said in the question, you have to do that only. Okay? Okay. So this is the maximum level of difficulty you can be asked in mod questions. So I'm now pretty sure you will be able to solve this kind of question in the test. Yes. I hope it was helpful, right? Yes. So what we can expect, one more thing can be asked. Like I have one more pattern as well. What can be asked as well? So let's do that as well. Okay. So let's say we have this 2 to the power 1000015. Okay. And I want that you find the last digit. So how you can solve this? Yes, as someone mentioned, we can use the pattern. Yes, correct, correct. So what pattern we can use here? What pattern we can use? Sleep. What pattern we can use, right? So if I look at 2 power 1, guys, what is 2 power 1? It is 2. So last digit is 2. It is 2 only. It is 2 only, right? If I do 2 square, 2 square is equal to 4. Last digit is 4. If I want to find 2 cube, it is 8. Last digit is 8. If I want to find 2 power 4, it will be equal to 16. Last digit will be this 6. If I want to find 2 power 5, 32. Last digit is this 5. This 2, right? Okay. And if I want to find 2 power 6, it will be 64. Last one is 4. So guys, can we see a pattern here? Can we see a pattern here? This 2, 4, 6, 8, 6. And again 2, 4, 8, 6 will come here. Let's see. 128. Correct? 2 power 8 will get 256. Right? So this pattern is repeating, guys. 1486. Sorry, 2486. Again 2486. Right? So 2486. This pattern is repeating. this pattern is repeating. Yes, this pattern is repeating. So I think calculator can be used. But Suraj's problem is, if I make the number so big, let's say I make this number like this. Now there is a limit to the what calculator can give the answer. I will give you a number which is beyond the calculator. So you can get numbers which can be more than the range of the calculators. Okay. So you cannot completely rely on calculators. Okay. So guys, if we can see that pattern is repeating 2486, again 2486. Yes. Okay. 2486, right? Okay. So what is happening? There is a cycle of 4. There is a cycle of 4 that after every 4 terms it repeats. After every 4 terms it repeats. So what we can do? Remainder repeats after a plus 4, right? Remainder repeats after plus 4. If we add plus 4 to this, right? So when does it happen, guys? When does this happen? With which value? It happens with 4, right? That 0, 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11, then 12, 13, 14, 15, right? So they all will have same remainder. They all will have same remainder. They all will have same remainder. They all will have same remainder, right? Clear to everyone? So if we know every number is repeating after 4 terms, pattern is there, 2486, 2486, right? 2486, right? So what we can do? We can simply find the mod of this term with 4. Yes or no? Is everyone able to understand this? That why I'm finding this with mod 4? Yes, right. And one more interesting thing, right? So guys, tell me, if I want to find remainder with 4, do I need to do the full calculation here? Yes or no? Is it even required? Nope. What is required? Only last 2 digits. Only these 2 digits. Yes. So just do 77 mod 4. Yes. This will be equal to what? I know 80 minus 3 can be 77. I can write like this. It will be minus 3 mod 4 will be equal to 1. It will be equal to 1. Is it clear to everyone? Is this clear to everyone? That from here we got here. Now it means that we can write 2 power this thing as 2 power 1. So final answer will be equal to 2. That last digit will be equal to 2. Yes, this can be asked. This can be asked as well, right? So Rajesh, what we can do, sir? Why did we take 80? Okay, so why do I take 80? Because I know 80 will be divisible by 4, so it will become 0. It will become 0. You can take that thing according to your choice to simplify the calculation, or you can do the normal division as well. Both are equally fine. Sir, repeat please. Siddhi, which part you want me to repeat? Why I choose mod 4? So let's take Aviraj on voice. Yes, Krishna, I teach at SST. I teach as well. Aviraj, you can speak. I have unmuted you. That why I choose mod 4. I think he has left. He doesn't want to speak. Siddhi wants me to repeat. Let's ask Siddhi. So Prithviraj class will be available on YouTube as well. Yes, Siddhi. From which part you are not clear?
Sir, may I ask?
Yes, yes, you can ask.
So why we divided the, like in the question it is given 2 to the power this whole number. Why have we divided
Hmm.
the above number by like modulo 4?
Right. Okay. So if I see here that if I find 2 power 1, right? Last digit is 2.
Yes.
If I
Yes.
find 2 square, then it is 4, 2 cube 8, 2 4 16, right? After
Yes, sir.
this, for 2 power 5, I'll get 2 again as the answer.
Yes.
Yes. For 2 power 6, I'll get 4 again as the answer. For 2 power 7, I'll get 8 as the answer again. For 2 power 8, I'll get 6 as the answer. I'll just write it like here. I'll say that for 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, right? So 2 power 1 will get what answer? It will get answer as 2.
2.
It will be 4. This will be 8. This will be 6. Correct? Now, where will 2 power 5 go? In the first box, first row. Will this thing happen? So, if we find some more terms, let's say I want to find 2 power 9. 2 power 9 will be 512. Again, we got to 2 power 10 would be 1024. Right? So, 2 here, 4 here. So, you gave it this part that it is repeating 2486, again 2486, and again 2486. This will repeat, answer will repeat after every 4 terms. Is it making sense?
Yes, sir.
Right? So for 2 or 13 as well, power 14, power 15, and 2 over 16, and so on, right? So if I see what is common in every group, what thing is common in every group? Because I know everything is repeating after 4 terms. Now, if
Yes,
I
sir.
take a mod 4, if I take a mod 4, they all will get remainder as 1.
Yes, sir.
If I do a mod 4 here, they all will have remainder as 2.
2.
If I do a mod 4 here, they will all get remainder as 3. If I do a mod 4 here, I will get remainder as 0 here.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So let's say I want to find last digit of 2 power 256. I'll just find that what in which group this will lie. In which group this will lie. Correct? And I can figure out the answer from there.
Yes, sir.
So what I do, how to find that? I'll find the remainder of this with 4. 256 mod 4. Right? So this will give me 0. So remainder is 0. It means it will come in this group. So answer will be 6. Is it clear now? That
Yes,
how
sir.
did we reach mod 4, right? So
Yes.
if you see a pattern of 4 that after 4 terms everything is repeating, so do a mod 4 it means. If there was a pattern of 5, then do mod 5 and so on. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, it's clear now?
Ji, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Is it clear to everyone? Is it y minus 3 mod 4 is 1? Please explain, sir. Minus 3 mod 4. Why it is 1? Why it is 1? Why it is 1? Because if we do a mod, we know answer can only be from 0 to 3. Can we get a negative number as the answer? Right? Negative number concept? Correct, correct. If we get any negative remainder, just do what is there in the denominator. Just do a plus 4. We'll get 1 as the answer. Correct? Chalo. Great. Any doubt, guys? Any doubts in this question? If clear, give a yes. If any doubt, give a no. Okay. I think majority people are clear. That's great. I think 1-2 people have doubt. Okay, so I'll come to that. I'll come to that towards the end. No, I'll come to that. Okay. 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 Now, someone was asking for previous year questions, right? Someone was asking previous year questions. Previous year questions, right? Where I can find that, where I can find, let's say, more practice questions that can be helpful for every subject, right? Someone asking that, do we also have some lectures through which I can prepare? Right? So the answer to all this is yes, that we do have all of this. We do have all of this, right? Just a second. Okay, yeah. So we do have all of this, right? So there is something called, NACT dashboard. NACT dashboard, right? So how many of you have access to this dashboard? Give a yes or no. How many of you have access to this dashboard? I think many of you already have the access. I can see 17, 18 people have access. Some people don't have access, right? So I'll see what this dashboard is. I'll share what this dashboard is. So let me share. Okay. Okay. Are you guys able to see my screen? Are you guys able to see my screen? Yes, great. So you have something called NSET dashboard, right? So you will get access to this dashboard once you register for the exam. Okay. So let's say I'll just check the dates, what all dates we have right now. Okay. So once you visit the website, you will get an option to select, let's say, register for NSET, right? Once you complete your application, once you complete all your application, you will get access to this dashboard as soon as you complete the application, right? You will get this download NSET admit card. You will get this proper guide, some roadmap from Manmeet sir, then some prep roadmap. You will have these lectures by Sumit sir. So let me refresh it. You will get access to this entire course. So let me just, so it will have all concepts that we need from previous year, right? Stopped. Yes, so video lectures will be here for maths, for logical reasoning. Okay, then you will also have access to mock test, right? Also access to mock test, and this is the upcoming test when you're giving the test, right? So this thing is entirely free, right? This thing is entirely free. So once you, so I'll just mention this. So let's say you go to the website, right, and register for the exam. Register for the exam, right? and select a slot that when you want to give the exam, that when you want to give an exam, right? You have to complete your entire application. You have to complete your entire application, that your name, right? What, like your profile, name, your school, right? Your 10th marks, 12th marks, right? Similar to JEE, what you all write, 10th, 12th, and so on. You have to complete your entire application, right? And once you're done with that, once you're done with your application, you complete the payment part. So this payment is for the test. This payment is for the test. I think it's 1,000 rupees for the test. And once you do this, you will get access to the entire dashboard, right? That will help you preparing for the NSET. That will help you preparing for the NSET. Right? Is it clear to everyone? I think if you guys have registered for the NSET already, then you would already have this access to dashboard. You will already have this access. Am I correct? Yes, Nitin, I will be giving that as well. I will be giving that. Yes. So if you have completed your registration, once you complete your registration, you will get this dashboard. You will get this dashboard. You can access this dashboard and prepare for the NSET. Right? So someone is asking that when is the next date? So currently the March intake is live. Let me share the date. I think I'll have dates here. Yes. Right. So, okay. So if you guys see here, so this Jan and Feb is done. This intake has been done. Now we are on this March intake. Today is, I think, 13th, right? Today is 13th. Today is 13th March. Today is 13th March, right? There is an exam on 16th March. The exam is on 16th March, right? And to register for that exam, you have, the deadline is 14th March, right? So by tomorrow, this is tomorrow midnight. This is tomorrow midnight, right? So you want, if you want to appear for this test, right, you must register yourself by tomorrow, right? Okay. The good part here is, the good part I like about SST is that they give you multiple chances. They give you multiple attempts. Let's say if I give this test, but let's say I'm not able to clear the cutoff. Not able to clear the cutoff. Okay, I will get more chances ahead. I'll have these two chances as well, right? So, but there is a limit. So this is limit of 3 times. So you can appear for NSET at most 3 times, right? And limit for interviews, interview limit is 2 times. Okay, so even if you're not able to do well here, you will get some more chances. But to be very honest, like what I have seen is this is kind of insider information. So let's say if it is possible for you to give this test, let's say if you do well in the March attempt, or let's say this March April attempt, right? We will have some more attempts as well as going forward, right? But let's say if you have an option, let's say there are 2 people, one is giving test in March and one person is giving, let's say, test in May. Okay, so the selection chances are kind of similar, or what I say, selection chances are more here as compared to this. Why? Because at this time most people are preparing for JEE. They're preparing for JEE, correct? So they miss giving this exam, they do not appear for this exam, right? So I feel competition is lesser in the earlier slots, competition is less in the earlier slots. But let's say when the J is over, right, competition increases, right? So I would suggest that if possible, give the attempt as soon as possible, right? Also, one more thing, the chances of getting a scholarship is higher in the earlier attempts. Is higher in the early intakes, in the earlier intakes. Okay. So selection chances are higher in the earlier intakes as well as chance of getting a scholarship. So let's say if I do, let's say if I do well here versus I do a well here, okay, it is possible that I may get a 50% scholarship here in this earlier attempt. But if I do the same performance later on, I may get little less scholarship, let's say 20 or 30%. So this number can also get reduced with time. So if possible, I would suggest that give attempt as soon as possible. Okay, right? And let's say even if you feel you are not well prepared, even if you feel you are not well prepared at right now, and you need some more time, I would still urge you to give this test. Why? Because it will help you. It will help you do better in the April attempt. Because you will have some experience, you will start studying from the dashboard, right? You will get access to that dashboard, you will start preparing from that dashboard, right? And let's say even if you don't do well, you will have some learning experience from that, which you will carry forward in the next intake, right? So you can have some error of chances in this, but I think if you don't do well, you will still get one more chance in the next attempt. Okay, you have 14th, so this is deadline, exam date is this, right? So I'll mention it for March. Exam date is 16th. Exam is on 16th of March, which is Sunday. Correct? Deadline. The deadline to register is 14th March. It is 14th March, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Right? So if you're planning to give this attempt, I would suggest you that you register as soon as possible, because as soon as you register, you will get that dashboard. You will get that dashboard and you can prepare better. Correct? Sir, interview difficulty and preparation. So there are some stages, right? So let's say there is NSET. First is NSET. Okay. Then let's say if you clear it, there are two options, that you clear it or you do not clear it, the cutoff, right? If you do not clear it, then again you can do a prep, for this and give reattempt and try out next time. Give a reattempt next time. Okay. But if you're able to clear it, now you will reach the interview stage. Right? So how many interviews are there? So there are two to three interviews. So 2 to 3 interviews will be there for your selection, right? So out of these 2-3, there will be first interview that will be taken by AI. AI will take your interview. First will be AI interview. So there is an app, there is a platform built by students at SST. So SST students have built this platform That is known as companion. That is known as companion. Right? So first companion will take your interview. First companion will take your interview. Right? So what it will ask? What it will ask? It will ask you the same concepts that were there in the NSET. Exact same syllabus everywhere. Exact same syllabus everywhere. Exact same syllabus everywhere. Okay. So it will ask you similar kind of questions. Right? Now let's say if you are able to clear it. Again, there are two options. Either you will clear it or not. If you don't clear it, again you will reach here. If you don't clear it, if you clear it, then there will be an interview taken by a human. So a mentor from SST, there will be some faculty, mentor or instructor, right? They will take your interview. Right? So there can be 1 to 2 interviews depending upon your profile. 1 to 2 interviews. Okay. And again two consequences. If you do well, you are selected, right? You are selected, you will get an offer letter, and you may also get a scholarship. Right? But again, if you are not selected, again you will have more chances. Right? So is this flow clear to everyone? That how it will actually go? Yes. So it's very easy to interact with the AI. So you will find it very interesting. So I think you might have access on a dashboard as well once you clear it. Conversion rate of the interview. I'm not very sure of the current numbers, but if I think about earlier, I think out of 10, 3 or 4 people were getting selected. I think 2 or 3 more precise. Yes. So scholarship, people are asking that how my scholarship will be decided. So it's decided on the basis of your, first of all, NSET performance, that how well you do here, right? Next is your profile. Let's say if you already have done some coding, you already have knowledge of, let's say, web development or Android, right? Or you have done some CP before, you have participated in IOI, or you have done some Olympiads. Basically, your achievements, right? Your achievements, your projects, right? So how strong is your profile? So that can help. That can help with your scholarship, right? How many applied for NSET right now? Like, I'm not very sure of the numbers. Can we get shortlisted through JEE mains? I think no, you cannot get shortlisted from JEE mains because, like, it is possible. Let's say in JEE mains, you get a good percentile, but that percentile was because of physics and chemistry. But what we focus on more here on is in maths, in the math section, right? So I would recommend that you prefer giving NSET so that we can be strong, we can be like sure that you are good in maths. Yes, I'll tell the books. So book for LR was Arun Sharma. I think someone also shared the book on the chat. Yes, same for BitSet. Yes. For maths, I would say you can do the same JEE mains prep. Same JEE mains prep, but only limited topics, not all topics will be asked, right? And JEE previous year questions. JEE and NSET previous year questions. for criteria for selection of in interview. So criteria would be, let's say if you clear the cutoff, then you will be there in the interview, right? Then you will be there in the interview. Some people give NSET each monthly session. So Manvi, I'm not very sure of the numbers, but I can tell you that, let's say we have months, right? Candidate is March, we have April, we have May. I think these three are left. April, June, I'm not sure June will be there or not, right? So let's say if X people are appearing here, this might number can increase a lot from X. This can be 2x or let's say 5x, and this can go till 10x as well, right? So this number will keep on increasing with time. So I would recommend that if you appear in the as soon as in the earliest possible intake, that will be great. You will have more chances of selection. You will have more chances of selection and more chances of scholarship as well. Again, same thing. In every interview, you will be asked same things, exact same steps of everything, what I've written here at the start. These topics. In LR, you can be asked these topics. Similarly, in maths, you can ask these topics, similar topics. Last month, how many apply? I don't have exact numbers, Aryan. Difference between IIT Madras BS versus BSc Honors in Computer Science. Yes, so this time I think you will be having two options. You can either choose that IIT Madras to be your second degree, or you can choose that BSc from BITS. It's up to you. You can choose any of them, whatever you prefer. Also, on what factors people get rejected in the interview. So, very good point. Very good question. So, in interviews, right? So, I'm giving some tips for interviews. So please be careful here. Tips for interview, right? First thing, let's say the interviewer explains your question, right? So please make sure you understand the question correctly. You understand the question correctly. Because what I have seen is, let's say in interviews, what happens? Let's say if you give a question in Google Doc, so a question is there, the person who is giving the interview will read it, like student will read it. He will understand something else and will solve something else. Now tell me guys, if he is solving something else, will he get selected or rejected? Will he be selected or rejected directly? Rejected, because he has solved something else that is not even required. So first step is to understand the question correctly. How do you know that you understood the question correctly or not? To confirm this, confirm the question with the interviewer. Confirm the question with the interviewer, right? So you read something, written is there, so just spell it out that okay, okay, this is required, we have to do this. The interviewer will say yes. If he says yes, then go forward. Confirm the question with the interviewer, right? Now the next step is that now you have understood the problem, understood the question, right? Next step is you're trying to solve it. You're trying to solve it. You're trying to solve it. You're trying to solve it, right? One thing you should make sure that you should think out loud. You should think out loud. What do I mean by this? That think out loud. So let's say you have understood the question, you're trying to solve it, right? So whatever you're thinking in your brain, you should speak it out so that interviewer knows that what you're thinking, how you're coming to that solution. It will help him better make the decision, right? Let's say the question came out to very, very difficult and you were solving on pen and paper, but you couldn't come with any concrete solution and you didn't say any word in the interview. Now, will the interviewer know that how close were you with the solution? Will the interviewer know that what you were thinking, how close you were? No, right? So it will help you. Let's even if you're not able to solve it completely, but still you are in the right direction. So that can help interviewer make a better decision for you. Yes or no? So it's a very, very important one that you think out loud. That you think out loud. Clear to everyone? These two things, confirm the question and think out loud. And think out loud, right? I think these two very common mistakes people do. I think rest they still go fine. Right? Also make sure, also make sure the interviewer is fine with your approach. Is fine with your approach. Okay, so make sure he's able to understand what you're doing. So interviewer is able to understand your approach. So let's say I'll give you an example. Let's say there is a question. You will say, sir, I will apply this formula. I will apply this formula. There is some formula, there's any formula you will apply. And interviewer has not seen that before. Interviewer has not seen that before. So what you can do in this case? You can explain him that this formula is this is how it works, this is how we can derive it, so that he can be like sure that this formula is correct and you can apply it there. So if there is any part in the solution that is not in the scope of knowledge of interviewer, explain it to him that we can use this formula. This formula comes from here. This is like very helpful in solving these problems. We can use that. Like if I talk about these formulas, right? So let's say you apply these formulas, right? So if you say that we can apply the mod formula, we can do this, we can do this. If the interviewer is not knowing that these formulas, just explaining that how we can use it. Write it like this and write it like this as well. That we can simply put it inside, then also remainder will not change. Just try to explain so that he's okay with your approach. He's fine with your approach. Is it clear to everyone that what things you need to keep in mind during the interview? Yes. So understand the problem correctly, confirm the question, solve it, think out loud, and make sure interviewer is able to understand your approach, your solution. Yes. Rishabh, you can just ask him that, sir, have you seen this formula? We can use it. Sir, have you seen this formula? Do you know this formula? So if he says yes, that's great. If he says no, just explain it that we have this formula, we can use it here. If you don't know, I can explain it like that. Okay. If I get selected, can I reattempt for better scholarship? If I get selected, no, I don't think this can happen. If you get selected, right, reattempt for a better scholarship. Like for this year, you may not get, but what I've seen is what happens is, let's say, I've seen people, let's say, so they came in the later intakes. They came in the later intakes, let's say in May or June. So they didn't have a very good scholarship. Let's say instead of having 50%, they had 20%. Okay. But this number can change depending on the performance at SST. So in first year, after first year, if you do well here at SST, this number can increase or decrease for the upcoming years. Right? Should we follow tips for AI and human for both of them? I think AI will know the formulas. So I think AI, we can skip the formula part. Rest, I think, would be fine. According to me, what is better, IITM or BITS degree? How should we consider? I think how to decide is like, what I would say is that you should check the curriculum of both the degrees. Okay. Because you have to manage that with your scalar coursework. Correct? I think IITM would be better according to me. That would I prefer. I would, if I given choice, I would go for IITM. But I feel what the problem with ITM is that it's a little harder and like rigorous as compared to BITS one. But I think both are equivalent in terms of brand. Okay. So I would recommend that you go through the curriculum of both of them, that you check the curriculum of both of them. Whatever you feel like more helpful to learn, you can go with that. Yes, for BITS also take the separate exams. Yes, Parini. Yes, I've seen some people as well who don't have any scholarship when they got selected. But if they did well at SST in the first year, they may get scholarship in next year. But they do have to apply it. But it's possible. To go from 0 to let's 50% as well. I'm not attempting the March just to maximize scholarship in April. Suggest. But Udaybir, I will like still recommend that to at least give the NSET. So I have seen people have this lot of overconfidence. Like when you start your JEE prep, right? So everyone wants that I will go to IIT Bombay and I will study CSE from there, right? But now you have given your first attempt of JEE mains. Now do you have the same feeling? Yes or no? You start with this, right? But eventually it keeps on decreasing, correct? So still, if you like very confident you will be able to clear it, still I will recommend that you give NSET. It will help you understand the pattern. It will help you for sure in the next attempts if you don't do well here. Yes, Vaibhav, you're correct. You're correct. The scholarship for financial problem, yes, it is there. It is there. It is there as well. Can you use simple calculator? Calculator will be, I think, given in the interface itself, so you can use that. Krishna asking what will happen if someone passes NSET but got selected in NSET but not into IITM entrance exam. So if not IITM, you will still have chance to get in bits, right? Uh, Nitin, I'm not very sure of this. Like, what's the exact criteria for need-based scholarship? I think this may be mentioned on the website if you can go through the website. Yes, recording will be available. Recording will be available. The selection depends on the overall performance in board test. Overall performance, right? When offering a scholarship, right? Everything will come into factor, right? Your profile, your NSET score, your interview performance, interviews, right? So all of them will come into picture for merit-based scholarship. For merit-based scholarship. Okay. Can you reschedule your interviews? Yes, I think if in case of emergency, you can reschedule that. But if AI proctor thinks calculator as a phone, it is a hackathon at SST. Okay, we can access. Yes, you can get the access. So during the interview, would they ask anything? Yes, so they can ask. So what I'm telling is, so what Anand has in mind is, let's say he knows that if I showcase that I have a good profile, if I just showcase, I will just say I know C++, I know Python, I know Java, I know everything. So will they verify it? Will they verify? Yes, they will verify it. So one more very important tip: don't lie. Don't lie in your profile, right? Because that will be even worse. So whatever your profile is, just be honest with that. Because if you lie, it may like cross everything for you. Okay. Yes. So if you say I know this, so you may be asked some basic questions on that. Okay. So please solve more PYQs. So like I think we are already up the time. So we won't be able to solve more PYQs, but on the dashboard, you will have some more PYQs as well with solutions. So that will be very helpful. You also have recordings there as well available, right? If someone doesn't have a in pass, will they still be selected for scholarship? Yes, Krishna, even if you don't have any profile, any scholarship for like profile, very good before that. But if you do well here, if you sign here, you still have a chance for scholarship. 12th results aren't out yet. Then Udavir, what's the problem? What's the problem with that? They ask, so you can just tell them if in the interview they ask that what is your like 12%, you can share that we have not got results yet. That's totally fine. In the application, there is an option. So when you fill the application, it asks you the result is out or not. If it is not out, you can just say it is not out yet. There is an option to skip that. What's SST examination? It is NSET, right? The entire session was on that only, no? NSET. If I have good percentage in maths or GMS, yes, you can get Mohit. When is my next bootcamp? Yashwant, I'm not very sure when it will be scheduled, the next bootcamp. Do we have format little? No, Malik, we can skip that. We can skip that. No need. Just focus on GCD, LCM, and remainders. That will be enough. That would be enough. Actually, in reality, very less people get scholarship, but everyone is interested. No. Actually, a lot of people get scholarship at SST. A lot of people get scholarship at SST. Right? So do not worry about that. You can even confirm with your seniors. Like currently, people who are in first and second year, you can confirm with them. You can reach out to them on LinkedIn. You will be able to like get the input from them. A reason why SST is better than any other new gen college. Krishna, you can like check on YouTube, you can check on LinkedIn, you can connect with the people studying in all colleges. You will get your answer. Right? What in AI round, what is this asked? So how will we know the interviewer knows the formula or not? You can confirm with them, no? While you're telling your solution, you can choose, you can say that I can use this formula. Sir, are you aware of this formula? He will say yes, so you can go on. If he says no, you can just explain that how this formula works. Is it possible to crack NSET with preparation of 1 month? Yes, Aviraj. Totally. It's totally possible. Just focus on all those that are there in the dashboard. It's totally possible to like clear it in 1 or 2 months. Sir, I filled the form. Is there still a chance that I can update my profile? I'm not sure, right? Is there still a chance for that or not? You have to check on your dashboard if there is anything you can see, edit your profile, that kind of option. Any negative marking? No negative marking. So you can guess, you can do guesswork as well. Sir, I got 90 and 100. Yes, it can help. It can help, I think. How students get selected after the interview? So if you've done with the interview and we still have some seats left, so you may get selected. So I'm not sure the exact number that how many people will get selected, but like I would prefer that apply as early as possible. No negative marking. Yes, recording will be available. Interview offline or online. Interview will be online. All interviews will be online. Is this criteria compulsory? Yes, it is compulsory. What after NSET? I meant ITM. I'm not sure if we have. I think for BITS we don't have any examination. We just need to have 60% marks in maths in boards. ITM, I'm not sure of the criteria. I have to check that. Sir, what language would bump my chances of being selected? You can pick any programming language. So that's the good part, right? So if you apply earlier and you get selected, right, you can start learning coding languages from online resources. So you can select any language, C++, Java, Python, whatever you like, you can choose any of them. Yes, Manik, you can check that. Pursuing a simultaneously bachelor's from is necessary. No, I don't think it's necessary. It's your choice. I think it's your choice. So what is your college name? So I have done my BTech from Indira University from Delhi. So I've done BTech CSE from there. So I scored very good in maths, but was not able to score good that much in physics or chemistry. But at that time, I didn't have such option that I can join SST. Like given a choice today, I would definitely want to come here. SHF is the criteria compulsory? Yes, it's compulsory. It's compulsory. 99 marks in CS board, if it counts. Yes, it can count. It can help. It can help. I think recording will be available. I think it's on YouTube, right? So let me check. The link should be there. Right. So you can refer to this link as well. So I'll just put the link in the chat. You can get the recording from here. How 1 year internship? So your seniors are already doing 1 year internships at a lot of companies. So Varun is doing at Zomato, Saranjit is doing at Swiggy. So they're doing internships at a lot of good places as well in their second year. And the highest internship still now is of 1.5 lakhs per month. It is an internship stipend, not the full-time salary. It's not BTech. It's not BTech. Siddhi, I would recommend that you start with Java. That will be better. Okay. PDF link, sure. I'll give this PDF as well. Just give me a second. I'll upload the PDF and share with you. Okay. Okay. So I'm sharing the PDF here. So if you want, you can guys refer to this PDF. I'll put it on notice board as well. Yes. So let's take 2-3 more questions and then we'll wrap it off. I don't have any experience of any language, but I have studied technology till 12th. So experience of any language, but I've studied information technology. So Harshit, what you have done in IT? Have you done SQL or something? SQL, basic programming knowledge like loops, variables. Do you have any knowledge about that? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, anything that? Sir, we'll get an offer letter in second year of the Pradesh if we give the March attempt. So if you give the March attempt and if you do, let's say well in that, you are able to get the cutoff. So your interview will start, I think, within a week. Within 1 or 2 weeks, your interview will start. I think with the first week of April or the last week of March, it will start. The A interview will start. And how will the 19 marks in CSC course calculated in scholarship admission costs? Right? So scholarship, like it's not, so process is long. So it will take time. Do not worry. It's a long process. It will take time. Even if your result is not out, still like you will have interviews. That process is going to take time to make a final call. Okay. Sir, I've mastered 7 different coding languages. Will that help in a selection process? So, Bhavya, like, let me tell you, never say this statement. I have mastered. Otherwise, if interviewer is in a mood, he will roast you. He will grill you a lot. Never use these words. Just say I have some experience in these languages. I know these things. You can ask me in that. Because let's see if you've just spent a month on these languages, the other person may have spent 7 years on that language, right? So if he wants, he can like roast you a lot. So don't say this statement. Sir, in SSC boards, we are taught Java from it. Yes, that will be helpful, Swami. That will be helpful. If you know some Java, you can build some basic projects on that, and you can mention that in your interview as well. That would be helpful. Job difference between BTech CSC versus BSc CSC. No job difference. In today's market, like skills are more important as compared to degree. Like my degree is still in my college only, right? But I'm still doing jobs. So like no difference as such. Skills will matter. Right. I think we're getting the same questions only. Necessary to learn languages now? No, not necessary. If you have time, you can learn. If you have time, then you can learn. Yes, you can leave if you don't have any doubts. We are just wrapping up it as well. Right. So I think we're over 80 minutes. So okay. Siddhi, what from Coursera? What do you want from Coursera? From where to learn these languages? I will say YouTube will be a better resource to start with. That is more beginner friendly. Okay. Chalo. Great. I think we have covered most of the questions. Now it is kind of repeating. Certificates will be helpful. It may be helpful. You can mention that if you have them. So where do the question inset originate? Are they based on CC degree syllabus? So as I mentioned, the syllabus is like PNC, prob and stats, whatever I've written here in the document, right? In the PDF. The syllabus is that. So you can be asked questions based on that only, right? And they're prepared every time for every intake originally. So we will not find the exact same questions anywhere. The question will be similar, but not exact you will find anywhere else. So you cannot memorize anything. Can be helpful, yes. Yes, Siddhi can be helpful. Yes, Anand, correct. W3 school you can use. Yes, Level, you can definitely do that. Great. So, how many of you will be giving the JEE Mains next attempt as well? JEE Mains next attempt? Like many of you will be giving, right? Great. JEE Mains. And how many have already registered for the upcoming test on Sunday? Yes or no? How many have already given the test on Sunday? I think many of you are giving, right? And I hope everyone has access to the dashboard. Yes. Great. So please make sure you like explore the dashboard as much as possible. Prepare for that. Revise concept from there. And I'm pretty sure you will do very well in the NSET. So all the best everyone for the upcoming NSET. Very all the best. So do well in NSET, and after NSET, do well in interviews as well, right? If you need any help, let's say with interviews or after NSET, you need some guidance, you can reach out to me. I'm sharing my LinkedIn. So if you want to contact me and want to discuss something, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn as well. So I'll share my LinkedIn on chat. So you can reach out to me if you still have any doubts. Okay. So see you guys in some future sessions. Or if you do well, I can see you at SST as well. Chalo. All the best everyone. Bye-bye. See you guys in future sessions. Bye-bye. Thank you everyone.